Good morning, Axial Scale Builders. It's your boy Josh, aka Coleman, and you are now watching ScaleWars, Axial's official Battle of the Builders. What's good, everybody? Welcome back, man. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good start to your morning as usual. We're gonna do things a little different today though. Instead of our typical 40+ minute, 50-minute episodes, we're gonna try to cut this down probably in half if possible. So that means we're gonna spend a lot less time looking at each build. We're just testing it out. I'm looking for feedback. You guys give me feedback in the comments below. I feel like, you know, we've hit a point now where it's time to, you know, fine tune. I guess that's a good way to put it. So anyways, that being said, we got trucks today. We're doing trucks. It's nothing in particular. It's just pickup trucks. So you know what it is. I'll see you guys on the battleground. Let's do this. All right, everybody, welcome back to the battleground. Gonna make a conscious effort to push through these today a little bit quicker, so try to cut our time in half. So we're just gonna dive right on into it. First up today, we have a Toyota, it looks like. This one's submitted to us from a gentleman named Matthew Graves. Matthew Graves is from Alabaster, Alabama, here in the United States. He is 36 years of age. Looks like he's been subscribed to Extreme Scale Performance for about 3 years now. He started building RCs back in 2001, so he's got some years under his belt now. Project name is, he doesn't really have one, he says. He says, haven't decided on a name, just call it the SCX 10-2 Trail. And then detailed parts list goes something like this. Gunmetal paint with midnight blue, Vanquish 1.9 wheels, Proline 1.9 Hyrex tires, weighted beef patties, the Scale Shop weighted knuckles, Top Shelf Hobbies scale accessories, handmade interior, handmade inner fender wells, RC 4-wheel drive driver, Axial basic light kit, Axial Creations brushless motor, Castle Creations Mama Max ESC, and then the build classification is a trail truck, obviously. And on a scale of 1 to 10, it looks like he's gonna rate this one a 5, so right smack dab in the middle. And as far as who he'd like to give a shout out to, he says he'd like to give a shout out to his wife for putting up with his hobby. So shout out to Matthew's wife. That being said, let's go ahead and dig into this now. I'm kind of curious what we're working with here. I think this is a pretty good looking truck, honestly. Now, first impressions, I gotta say the dab cab's dope. I like it. Second thing I gotta say is the wheel tire combination is just, as much as I love the Hyrex tires and those KMC wheels, the tires are too big for me. That's just my opinion on this. I feel like the body's too small or the tires are too big, one or the other. Now that's not 100% true. I mean, because in real life there are some Yodas out there sitting on coils and, you know, some massive tires, so this could really be the case. And I mean, there was a point in time a couple years back where these would be considered small tires, so I guess it's all relevant to perspective. But I like it, man. I'm noticing that there are no body pins. Nice. I see some windshield wipers. Nice touch. I see mirrors. I see Hilux emblems on there. He's got side markers, aftermarket sliders. He's got inner fender wheel wells. I don't see any hubs. A scale hub setup would be really nice on there, like the Warren scale hubs or the Yoda hubs, the Ison ones or something. Those wheels though, with the Beef patties from Beef Tubes, on point, man. Those look proper. Absolutely beautiful. I had somebody asking me recently in the comments how you can do scale disc brakes. Well, there's one option right there, is just to use some beef patties. Not only do they look like scale brakes, but they're also weighted, so you get some performance gains out of that. Yeah, it looks good, man. I see some accessories in the back. Looks like a welder, propane tank. Not sure what else. Looks like the interior has some work done to it. So let's mob through this. Looking good on the interior. Yeah, it does drop down. I wasn't sure if we had a drop down floorboard or not, but it looks like we do. Dash is looking good. I think that's the Dinky RC dash. I don't remember if he mentioned that or not. No, he said it's handmade, so handmade interior. However, that dash does... if that's handmade, I'd like to know for sure, because that dash doesn't look handmade, but I don't want to take away from your skills. The rest of it does look handmade, though. Yeah, nice, man. Looking good. Let's see. Let's keep moving down the bed. Looks like the bed's got bed liner. I like that. That's a nice touch. Very nice touch. A few accessories. Looks like you had some glue problems back here, maybe. Might want to fix that, but other than that, not too bad. Not too bad. And you can see how far these wheels and tires are sticking outside the body. Just really far. I see what's going on. So your gluing job, you might want to just step up the glue job a little bit. You know, it's taken away from the work that you've done here. Because clearly you've got some cool stuff going on. See, that says RC 4-wheel drive. I wonder if that's the RC 4-wheel drive dash or Dinky RC or something. I just feel like I've seen that dash. But it's, you know, it's a great concept. Everything's looking good. You just, you know, you don't, little things like that. Oh, unless you're trying to make it look like it's spilt. But I don't think so, because you can see it under the other one too. So I think it's just, it looks like you put it on there and it slid. Undercarriage, nice and clean. I see the drive shafts looking good. Metal links, those are the factory links though, but either way, it's cool that Axial came out with those metal links from the factory. Looking good under there, nice and clean. Wheel wells or inner fenders looking nice. I don't see wires everywhere, so that's looking proper. Not bad at all, man. Not bad. Super clean. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of runtime on this one yet. Ooh, the back's looking nice, man. Good job on the paint. That looks cool. I like it. Looks like you over-tightened some of them screws on the lenses there. But I like it, man. This is a good looking pickup truck. And that's one thing I like about these Yoda bodies is the tie down points. These little tie downs all around the bed. I think that is awesome. Just really cool. Oh, nice action shot. Other than the battery cable hanging out. That's looking awesome right there. Yeah. Excuse me. I don't see if there's anything I'm missing right here. It's looking pretty good. Woo, nice shot of the front. I'm not seeing a winch anywhere. A winch would be a nice addition. I definitely would look into that. Even if it's one of those onboard winches, you know, like a servo winch where it's hidden. It looks really good, man. The paint actually looks really nice on this. Headlights look good. Very nice. Very nice, sir. Good looking truck. Another shot there. Looks like he's got the Ram, the Power Wagon mobbing with him. It looks good, man. I don't really have a whole lot of complaints, man. You did a pretty good job. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Just those wheels and tires look a little large for me. That's it. And, you know, going to leaf springs would be a really cool conversion on this. So dropping down tire size and going to leaf springs, that would be my recommendation on this pickup truck. I know it seems like a lot of work probably, but that is definitely where I'd be heading, just to mimic the real thing, you know. And, of course, we've got the Scale Garage shot. Looking good there. I like it, man. I really do. I think it's a good shot. A good shot. I think it's a good-looking truck. That's a good shot. I think it's cool looking. And there's the man himself. There's Matthew Graves. What's up, brother? And, you know, it's a little blurry. You can't really see much, but that's okay. I think it's a good looking truck, man. I think you did a good job. You put performance parts on where they need to go. You paid attention to the performance where you need to. I'm sure it's tuned up to handle well. You only replaced things that really needed replaced. You left a lot of factory parts on there because well, let's face it, there's a lot of good factory stuff on these SCX 10.2s. But yeah, that being said, let's not linger. I'm doing it already. It's so hard, man. Thank you guys very much. You know what to do. Jump in the comments. Give this man some feedback. Let him know what you think of his rig. I mean, do you like it? Do you not like it? What would you change? What would you like to see changed? You know, if it was yours, what would you have done differently? Do you have any, any ideas maybe you could run across him that, I don't know, maybe you thought of that I didn't mention? So there's a lot you can put out there. Don't hesitate. But the thing is, be nice, be polite. We don't like to be rude around here. We're not here to just flame people and stuff. If you don't like their thing and you can't find a nice way to let them know, just don't say it, you know. So anyways, that being said, if you want to enter your build, you want to pick up some merchandise, ScaleWars t-shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, any of that good stuff, go to www.extremescaleperformance.com, pick up your merch, enter your truck, get it on the show, all that good stuff. All right, on to the next one. Let's do this. All right, you guys, our next entry is submitted to us from a gentleman named Samuel Ratcliffe. And Samuel Ratcliffe is, he's 17 years of age, and he is from Wollongong, Australia. If you know where that's at, I have no clue. I've never heard of it before. But it sounds awesome. Woo, excuse me. Everyone I've ever met from Australia was awesome. So shout out to Australia. Love the Aussies. Let's see. He is, he's been subscribed to ESP for about 6 months now. Started building RCs in 2014. This project right here, he just calls it Silver. And the detail part and paint list goes something like this. Electronics are Tactic TSX45 servo. Hobby Wing 1060 quick run speed control. RX and TX is Abysma CR3P Axial 55 turn motor, suspension and links, Axial metal lower links, Mr. Links on Facebook steering links, stock Axial shocks, energy suspension lift. Scale items are energy roof rack, shovel, jerry can, recovery straps, and cable. He says there's also a rifle and foldable aerial. I think that, I don't know what that meant. What that aerial. I don't know what that is. Energy front bumper, metal drive shafts, interior. He says he doesn't have one, so at least he's admitting it up front. Now the build classification obviously is a trail truck, and on a scale of 1 to 10, he's going to rate this one a 4. So a little on the low side, but you know that he's being honest. He admitted he didn't have an interior. So, well, you know, whatever. It is what it is. And now, as far as who we'd like to give a shout out to, he says he'd like to give a shout out to his dad for introducing him to this amazing hobby, and also his local hobby shop, Max Power RC Cars. So, shout out to his dad, shout out to his local hobby shop. Thank you guys for getting this young man involved with the hobby. We all appreciate it. And here he is on ScaleWars. So, that being said, let's go ahead and take a peek at this, man. First impressions. What are you guys thinking here? Me personally, thinking he drives the snot out of this thing. I like it. It's not a bad looking rig. I'm not seeing body pins. I see something up there, but I don't know what that is, if it's body pins or what that is. It's looking good, man. It looks like you beat on it a lot. Trail honcho set up in the back. Stock sliders, stock wheels and tires. The Maxxis tires do great. Big fan of those tires. It looks good, man. The proportions are good. Bumper's where it's supposed to be. Body's the right height. Looks like you did a little modding back here. I'm not really sure what you did, but I kind of like it. It looks good, man. Let's keep it going. I like the roof rack. Not too gaudy. Definitely there, though. Got the goodies up there. Got some real actual accessories, some actual drive shafts on there in case he pops a drive shaft. Very nice. I like that. Fuel cell in the back. Got some recovery straps down there. I mean, the thing's looking good. It's looking good. This proper, okay, and that was what I was seeing. Those are body pins. So, now what I would do with those body pins is I would try to make those look like windshield wipers somehow, just because they're so close to the windshield. That would be my mission. Looks pretty good, man. Looks pretty good. Nothing really to see here. No mirrors. Door handles are just stickers, and there is no interior. I would like to see all those things changed. I mean, I get it, the door handle sticker thing is not much you can do, but ooh, he's got himself a trailer. I like that. It reminds me of 2 Chainz trailer. Like definitely an off-road trailer. It's looking good, man. See the guns in the back. See the straps. Throwing a little 3-wheel action, waving at the crowd. It's good, man. You know, this is definitely an entry-level build. This is something that you see when folks are just getting into it, and they'll build a truck, get it working the way that they like. They don't go crazy on it. They just make it function, and that's it. And next thing you know, they're wheeling the snot out of it for the next year and a half before they make any changes. So that could be the case with this. Looks like he's driving it until this body is destroyed, and it looks good. I'm not gonna lie. Running the old nickel metals. I'm actually scared to death of those. I had one blow up in my house. Sound like gunshots. Way scarier than the LiPo, if you ask me. But that's just my opinion. Man, it's looking pretty good. Actually, I don't see a bunch of wires hanging out or nothing. Looks pretty good. I see the tube from the fuel cell. Maybe run that to something, but no, those are actually pretty clean underneath, man. Not too bad at all. And I can see the plastic here, your wheel wells, whatever you got going on there. Yeah, not bad, bro, not bad. That's a good looking shot right there. You see all the activities. And you know what? Props for the ScaleWars logo in the background. I seen that. I noticed that. I didn't say nothing yet, but I did notice. That's cool. No interior, so that's not going to do much for me. And there she is, looking all aggressive, man. I like that front bumper. It looks mean. Not, you know, a lot of people hate on Energy, but whatever. I don't, it's not horrible. There's definitely worse out there. Yeah, I like it, man. You know, I think it's time to go hard body. That's what I think. I think it's definitely time to go hard body here. That being said, there's my man right there, Samuel Ratcliffe. What's good, bro? What's good with you? Shout out to my Aussie friends. You know, I met a lot of Australians when I used to be a tour guide in Hawaii. That's when I realized that I got a little thing for the Australians, man. They're just cool people. I can kick it with Australians. So, yeah, shout out to you, man. Shout out to the Aussies. All right, so you guys know what to do. Jump in the comments. Give Samuel some feedback. Let him know what you think of his build. You know, be constructive here. Be helpful. Try to really help him out. I mean, this man, he's got a lot of room for improvement here. He's got a good platform started. He's off to a good start. And whoop, I got things going off in the background. All right, and yeah. Anyways, you know what it is, man. Get your build submitted. Go over to www.extremescaleperformance.com. Slide over the ScaleWars tab. Everything you need to know, the rules, regulations, how you can submit your build, the sign-up form, all the good stuff. Even the rules sheet, the score sheet is all right there. You can tell I'm tired. I'm stumbling here. But yeah, it's all right there. So get involved, you guys. Get active. Get on here. You never know. We might start doing prizes here pretty soon. So that being said, on to our third and final entry of the day. All right, you guys, we have got our third and final entry today, and this one is actually a repeat offender. This is a gentleman who's been on the show once before with a pretty cool build, might I add, AMC Gremlin, hard body too. So this gentleman is back, and he's actually, the one we're looking at today is going to be the one on the right side, or my right side. That is the black Proline Chevy C10, I'm guessing is what that body is. So that being said, let me go ahead and just rattle this off to you guys real quick. This one submitted to us from a gentleman named Tommy Martin. Tommy is a repeat offender. Like I was saying, he submitted that AMC Gremlin. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch it. Now, he is from Anniston, Alabama, here in the United States. He is 48 years of age. He's been subscribed to ESP for 2 to 3 weeks at this point, and he started building RCs back in 2011. This project name he calls the old C10, and the detailed part and paint list, it's looking pretty extensive, so I'm just going to try to bust it out quick here. It says, Okay, it's a Class 2 comp rig. I think it's a Proline 72 Chevy body, painted black, inside paint, with my 3D headlight bucket and tail light housing. Chassis is Axial SEX10, stock bracing. Front axle is energy cast out. Alloy housing with Axial HD overdrive gears. C-hubs are hot racing. Atomic knuckles. Rear axle is stock Axial and gearing. Stock shock tower with a brace between and shock relocator. 3 links in front, 4 links in the rear. They are hot racing and some no-name links. Steering links are homemade. Bumper are Yeah Racing Stinger with winch mount. Rear bumper is my 3D printed on a Axial front bumper. Interesting. I have to see that. He says winch, I think is an old RC 4-wheel drive smaller winch with Scalar Fab 300-pound line on it with Yeah Racing wireless controller. Motor is an Axial 27-turn brushed with Axial AE5 waterproof ESC. Transmission is an E-Racing Pro case with steel gearing. Don't know what brand gears. Servo is K2 waterproof. KS 3518, 277.7 torque. Mounted in my 3D chassis plate. Shocks are some no-name shocks off eBay that I have modified inside with some T-Max fluid inserts that work great. What else does he say? Wheels are Axial 1.9 beadlocks. Tires are RC 4-wheel drive Super Swamper TSL boggers. Cut tires. He says he has a no-name light kit. Truck runs in 3S, 11.4 volts, 11.1, and 5,000 milliamp 35C battery. All scale stuff I made or 3D printed. Bedroll, firewood, 3D wipers, Alabama license plate, 3D fire extinguisher, 3D shovel, 3D toolbox, homemade jumper cables. He says, this is my son's comp truck. Oh, okay. So this is my son's comp truck. He asked me to put it on here to get it scored. Thanks. He says the build classification, he rates it, well, it's a trail truck, and on a scale of 1 to 10, he rates it a 4. And then as far as who we'd like to give a shout out to, he says all the RC product, all my RC family, all the RC builders. All right, so, woo, that was a lot to rattle off there. That being said, let's go ahead and just dive right on into this. Shout out to you for getting your son into the hobby, by the way. I always love it when parents get their children into this stuff. The kids are the future, man. It's as much as us old folks dig this stuff, we're not going to be the ones that keep it alive and bring it into the next generation. So, shout out to the youngsters, man. All right, so yeah, we don't need to look at the green one. I'm going to try to see what I see here. I notice all black windows. I'm guessing no interior on this bad boy. No mirrors and body pins. Those are the first 3 negatives I see. However, aside from those 3 things, I like it. It's got a cool stance. I like the fender flares on there, which I usually don't like these fender flares, but they look good on this. They actually fit. They give it the right proportions. Maybe it's because the swampers you got on there. I don't know, but it just looks good. The bumper isn't my favorite, but honestly, it's not bad either. It's just enough. It's just there. It gets the job done. Nothing flashy. I like it, man. It looks like it's aggressive. It looks like it does work. So definitely leaning towards a mud truck look with those tires. I like them. The front there, everything looks aligned properly. I mean, it's not bad looking. I really like your headlight thing that you did. Your bezels there. Those are pretty cool. I remember he mentioned somewhere in there that these are his own design or his own make there. Those are really cool. Not bad. It's looking good. Looking good. Let's keep it moving. That's a good shot right there. Good use of the stock wheels. These wheels used to come stock back in the day on the SCX10. I like them on the Trail Honcho back in the day. It looks good, man. There's not going to be a whole lot for me to judge on this. You're missing a lot of things. It's cool what you did with the bed in the back. I'd like to get a closer look at that. It's a Lexan body with no interior, so you can only get so far with it. But for being a Lexan body with no interior, I gotta say you made it look pretty good. You blacked out the windows. You didn't just leave them clear, so I can see all the stuff inside there. You know, you made it look good. It's color coordinated. Everything's black on black. The silver wheels. I don't know. It's not overly gaudy. You didn't stuff too much junk on it, you know, to compensate for no interior. I like it. I can see a lot of wires up in there. Getting some inner fenders would really, really help on this one. Getting some disc brakes, of course, and some, you know, your scale wheel hubs. But at that point, you know, your drivetrain and everything's gonna way outshine the body. You're gonna want to upgrade the body. I'm definitely gonna have to recommend getting a hard body. You like the Chevys, you know, get one of the old Tamiya Claude bodies or something. I mean, build up a cool Chevy. I don't know. There's a lot you could do, and I'm a big fan of the hard body Chevys, the old classic, you know, pickup trucks, the square bodies and stuff. So anyways, good looking truck. From the top there, not bad. I'm curious what that is. What is that, a winch thing going in? I don't know what that is. Very curious what that is coming out of the cab of your truck there. Underneath, not too bad. I see some wires, you know, it's a little messy, but nothing horrible. You know, judging by what the parts list said, it's a hodgepodge of parts that you used to put this together, and you did a pretty good job, man. The geometry is all on point. You know, everything's looking good. You know, maybe just clean it up, tidy it up a little bit. Black out some things. You could black out a lot of those wires, would really help. Spray some black underneath there. The wheel wells, getting the inner fenders in there, that will definitely help. And other than that, you know, it's looking pretty good, man. More lights. You can never go wrong with more lights. There's a shot of it doing work. You can see the marks from where he's got it goose, just swinging it to the side. That's funny. Awesome. Everyone loves a good sled pull. Oh, that's the shots in the back there. I was curious what you were doing. Looks like you used random lengths and the back end of a Wraith maybe, or the back end of a Honcho cage. Chopped it and used it upside down. Interesting. Things people do with the plastic parts out of the Axials is just mind-blowing. That's cool. Definitely cool. Creative, unique. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. Scale accessories are on point. So say no hole too deep, no hill too steep. I like your attitude. Alright, and there he is. That's Tommy Martin. I almost called him Stephen Martin. Tommy Martin. Yeah, look at that collection, man. He is doing work. This guy stays busy, obviously. Look at that. Oh, that's a cool looking rat rod looking truck up there too. He's got some cool stuff. And there's the Gremlin, AMC Gremlin back behind his head there. Awesome. You guys know what to do. Jump in the comments. Remember, this is for his son, so I'm sure his son is definitely, you know, wanting to hear what people think about this build. So jump in the comments, give him some feedback, let him know what you like, what you don't like, what you would change, what you would upgrade, maybe some recommended parts, you know, recommended body. There's all kinds of things, you guys, you know, feedback is great, especially when it comes from a community like ours. So that being said, you guys, if you want to know what he scored, who won, whatever it is, jump in the description. All links are there. Head on over to the website, www.extremescaleperformance.com. Everything you need to know to enter your build is there. The scoreboard is there, so you can keep track of all the points from today and every episode before this. I mean, I don't even know which one we're on now. We're getting up there pretty quick. So that being said, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, man. And I've said that being said like 4 or 5 times. I gotta stop doing that. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm not sure if it's gonna stay this style, this format, but yeah, we'll see. Peace and chicken grease, fam. Enjoy your weekend. Yeah.